Given that I came into this with no expectations, is it weird to say that this isn't what I expected to see on startup? Although I guess it does sort of make thematic sense, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello everyone, and welcome to ZENOMATRIX, a surreal puzzle horror game inspired by the 3D artwork of the 90s. And so I guess it makes sense that we would have a Windows 95 desktop as our start screen. How do we get started? I'm guessing this weird eye-shaped icon called Neural Interpreter EXE. That kind of stands out among the rest. What have we got? We can change our settings right here. This is a really clever menu. About a game by Purple Moth, powered by Unreal Engine. This is really cool. And sign out, which I am not looking to do right now. Messages. We've got messages. Purple OS, Purple Corp, 1985. Message received from user redacted to where John Zeno. Professor, we've sent you the updated firmware you requested. Here are the controls, and it's WASD and FNE, so we've got an alternative set. Replay previous logs. Okay, I imagine that list will probably populate as we play. I am super, super eager to see what this has in store. First, let's just try internet. Look at that, it's all the relevant social links. Alright, let's see what we've got. Connecting to biosensor. This is a very high-resolution game for the 1990s, I'll tell you that much. This must be some very, very optimized software. Look at this. Chess pieces. And colored pottery. It's very dark. This is so cool. It's combining that like historical Greek architecture with just wacky patterns and simple shapes. And that's exactly sort of the Windows 3D encyclopedia look. I don't know, it was like they were really just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what would stick. These things aren't even connected to a ceiling. We're already being watched. Our footsteps are echoing in here. But yeah, I truly don't know what inspired the style of CG in the 90s. I mean, of course it was all experimental, and they were just seeing what they could do. But why specifically always Greek architecture and statues? I guess the patterns could just be a product of their time, but I don't know, there's some recurring imagery that just always seemed to be there. You've got a halo. I think that might have been my foot stepping into the water, but to me it sounded like a shotgun being cocked behind my head. Your joints articulate like a department store mannequin. Oh, God. Oh, it's gonna be one of these. And you don't care if we catch you moving in the end. Look at that. Your halo and your eyes give you away in the darkness, while that and the reflection on the floor. God, those noises you're making. Okay, we need to let you move to an extent because we need you out of the way. And I suppose the darkness counts. Climb over your pedestal. Anytime we round the corner, you're able to move forward. Wow. The Weeping Angel enemy is a style that's been done before, but combined with the atmosphere of this and just the way you're handled, the way you move, the sounds you make, and our ability to see you in the dark is really unsettling. We can hear our footsteps in the water. Can we hear yours? No, in fact, you seem to have stopped altogether. Do these act as a break? Actually, no, that makes sense, because that one statue, it's not just up in a fountain, it's confined. As somebody who's just old enough to have been using computers when software looked like this, I think part of the reason it comes off as so creepy is because it kind of represented the future. I mean, it's funny that it's doing the exact opposite right here, where it's a representation of a past we can barely understand the mindset of. But that's how it was. It was like, look, everything is computers now. Everything is computer generated. You've literally never seen images that looked quite like this before. And so the fact that it's almost a retro-futuristic concept that actually existed for a time, it's like a future that never materialized. And it was just left in the past, and, well, now I guess it's coming back for attention. One, it's your face. There's a mini-map. There you are. Oh god, there's more than one. There's more than one. And I guess this is Mussolini headquarters. Okay, what we really need... These pieces are changing as we go. Okay, but I do see what I need to do. If I just cross over really quickly, you shouldn't be able to get me. Yep. And as long as I'm standing in water, you won't actually try to get me. You'll only come if you believe you can. Look at that, those pillars just stretching off into infinity. I don't know, I mean, this feels so divorced from all humanity. It's very surreal. It almost feels like a different style of what would come to be known as, like, liminal spaces. One, two, three-pronged attack. But what I mean is that, you know, maybe it represents a fear of a future that we can't understand, a future that we have no place in. And I guess the inevitability that the world we came up in will be gone. Alright, we need to move you out of the way. I don't quite see how we're gonna do that safely. What we really need is to... you around to here, and then if we come over here, oof, that at least gives us enough room to back up and over you. This is cool. It's taking the Weeping Angel concept, but instead of making it something that we have to constantly pay attention to, it's something that we have to work out and uses that as its puzzle box. I mean, it's taking something that is a pretty done-to-death thing in horror and turning it into a legitimate puzzle game. 1-3, increased security. Okay, we're still introducing concepts. That needs to be opened. But now there's nothing I can do. Also, you can still move even if I'm not looking directly at you. Hi. I'm pinned, so just kill me, please. So just kill me, please. So you're not even gonna do me the satisfaction of killing me.
I see you.
But we can bring you into here. Go out and around. Now, what we'll want to do is keep you in view. We'll do that. And get ourselves out. There we go. Flickering lights and all. One, 4, no way out. So it seems like even if you're within our field of view, that doesn't necessarily count. You need to be occupying a range in the middle of our screen.
I see you.
You'll let us know when we're spotted by you. What we could do is maybe buy ourselves some time. There are times where we'll have to account for your speed, know how long we need to look away for. The minimap helps a lot. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, but I know what to do. We just need to... We want to plant you right in the middle. Move as quick as we can. And we're out. There we go. One, 5, stairs. Oh, let's see how these guys deal with stairs. The minimap is really helpful. Like, it doesn't just make stylistic sense for a game of this time. It's really useful for a game where you're going to be backing up a lot. Now we can drop down and get around you. And away we go. You know, it's funny because you guys don't move that fast, and that's what it looks like when we're kiting you around. But when that's not what I'm doing, sometimes you've snuck up on me terrifyingly fast. I was hoping the darkness would return at some point. But we weren't given a level name. I think this is like a transition area. We can view the darkness as our overworld. What is this?
I see you.
It glows and makes a noise when we spot an enemy directly. We have no mini-map to help us here, and it's only now that I realize how much I miss it. Oh, I right-click. It saves your pose. Well, I'm screwed now.
I see you.
Drop you right there. But I'm guessing we can probably only do that to one of you at a time, right? I'll let you out. That was actually a really terrifying image, you reaching out of the shadows at me just as I leave. 2-1. One too many. Don't you mean 2-1 many? Okay, so I'm guessing what's happening here is there's going to be more than one of you, and we're going to need to freeze you one at a time.
I see you.
Well, we are screwed. This is going to be one of those type of things. Okay. Kill me. Kill me. We need to arrange exactly where you need to be for these times.
I see you.
We're making progress. All right, you're off the thing. We need to make sure that neither of you is able to block this place, but how? I had an idea from a second ago, because I noticed that when I paused the closer of you in the hallway, the other one wouldn't be able to follow. You block each other. So how about this? Right. Let's bring you in. A little closer. Maybe we can use those big hitboxes against you. Okay, right, now the other one won't be able to follow. Awesome. That's right. I also think it's interesting that if they don't have a path, they don't seem to move up to the point they can get to and then stop. They literally know that they can't do it and don't try. Two, unobservable. So we got this. We're always gonna have one of these. Unfortunately, you are something different. I mean, you seem to work the same way, at least at a glance. Are you just that much harder to spot? Alright, there's something back here. I mean, I've screwed this up, but I see what I'm doing, sort of. Alright, let's keep you this way. Now. Get a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. Oh, you seem to have locked each other. Wait, will that work? Oh my god, that's hilarious. You're both jammed in the doorway like, no, after you, no, after you. Okay, but we should be good now. It's not just scary sounds. These guys actually do have a practical purpose in that. I've just noticed this thing is constantly rapidly shifting between day and night, or rather, there are objects passing in front of what I suppose could be interpreted as our watchful sun. We need to look up a lot more often in this. We learned that very early on, that we're always being watched, but more importantly, the sights in the distance are worth looking at. It really is like playing through the nightmare opening of a 90s educational DVD. 2-3. Different problem, same solution. Let's find out what that problem is.
I see you.
Howdy. Oh, right. So I guess you're... I mean, I already gathered it, but I didn't vocalize it. You can't be frozen, but you can be blocked. We needed you to get in here first, so this is probably already screwed. Okay, we can lock you there for now. The question then is, how are we getting out of here? I don't get this. I can't move past you. Like, I can't grab this guy and move past, but you both need to be further back, otherwise I can't get out.
I see you.
Let's get you and bring you back this way. Come on. You sound like a giggling baby at times. Alright, now, you stay there. And now, oh, this sucks so much. This sucks so much.
I see you.
Now I need to go get your friend, and there's not really... I don't know how I'm gonna balance this. So just how much can we get away with here? Okay, it's very important that you both be on this side. Alright? Now, get you this way. You come in a little bit, freeze you right there, and we should be safe. I think the trick with a game like this is not to get too locked into one solution. Okay. We made it. I honestly half expected it to pull one more right at the end. 2-4. Order. Oh, you saw me right away. Well, this is already over. Could lock you in place if we wanted, which there's no reason not to right now. So we're just like always gonna have one of these things. We can use this to get out and around you, which is the real purpose of stairs. Now, what is actually down here? You're blocking the path. Can you follow us upstairs? That's another thing to consider. Oops. I fell down. What? Let's try the same thing again. Yeah, having a soft block fall like that is not something you want when it's a game where you spend a significant amount of time backing up. But yeah, we can bring you up here. You're out of the way now. Drop down. It's definitely going to be at least one Moria's. Yep, it's a U. We can bring you over to here. Alright. I think I have an idea of what we're doing now. Whether I'll be able to execute it is another matter based on where we put you. You around to here. Close to this edge as can be. Alright. We're gonna go get you.
I see you.
Yes. Which way you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way for what I'm trying to do. So what we need is to trap Invisiboy on our side of the water. So you can come after me all you want. You need to stop there. And what we're gonna do is allow you to come towards us to an extent. So long as you're off of there, you should... Oh, come on. There we go. Just enough room. All right. You should now be pinned. And that should leave us free to do what we need. See, I was wondering why it would be so generous as to give us that massive pool of water. Usually it wouldn't do that. Well, it's so you can't follow us up and over the stairs. Thank you. And I will take my leave. This is really original. Like, really original. I don't think I've ever played a puzzle game like of this type before. Certainly not with this style. Definitely recommend it so far. And we're back in the dark transition.
I see you.
I see you too. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to lock you with. When it comes to the Invisiboys, it's almost like they've got eyes in the back of their head, huh? Wait, there's a switch right there. No, you don't. What are you? Some kind of scepter? Look at that! I can just shatter one of you! You... no such issue. Well, actually, not entirely true. Well, we're soft-locked now. Great. Alright, so Invisiboy will be shattered. You'll simply stop moving. And that's not what we want. So then, we're gonna have a hard time with you then. We need you to come far enough forward that you're out of the way, but I can't do anything from here. How am I supposed to do this? Wait, no, you actually just did break this time. Okay. I don't understand that at all. Why did you just freeze the first time? Was that a bug? Maybe it has to do with when and how we hit you? 3-1. Priority management. A gorgeous aquarium in the sky. And it's made even prettier by the shadows on the wall, the reflections on the floor. Like, it's taking modern graphics and applying them to this old style, and it's actually kind of breathtaking. So in this case, we have only one use. So there's probably going to be more than one statue, and the need to destroy... Well, we'll probably want to destroy more than one, that's for sure. I see, so a left click to destroy, a right click to pin in place. Let's hold you. It actually doesn't matter because we can just step on across. And I'm guessing we can't keep these things between levels, right? Resource management. Okay, let's get a feel for this place. There's gonna be somebody in there, and he saw me. So this is over. Oh, we can ring around the rosy in here. Well, that's a juking opportunity. And we could be gone with you, but I don't think that's going to be the best thing for now. It may be necessary to be gone with you. The right error in the right place can make all the difference in the world. Oh, hey, no, you're an issue now. Get over here. Look at that! Dude, look at that! We can actually see the wireframe in the shadows. That is so cool. This game is absolutely gorgeous looking, you know that? Alright, you're a bit of an issue. Sure you do. Alright, well right now you're the only one that actually matters, right? So, I can grab that. I can destroy someone if need be. But need may not even be, actually. Okay, need may be. Oh. Yeah, no, need bead. You blocked my path. There was no way once that happened, so we need to move you. Oh, wait, I see. I see what we've got to do. And we've already screwed it up, but I do see. Okay, what we actually need to do is bring you in front of this thing here. Freeze you there. You know, I haven't even paid attention to the soundtrack yet, and I guess that makes sense, right? I mean, when it's fitting, sometimes you don't even notice it at all in gameplay. But you should remain right there for the time being. Right. This is actually pretty simple. So you stop there, we go this way, and then we can break the glass boy. Goodbye. That is really satisfying, actually. In we go. One-way loop. I'm sorry, every once in a while I just have to sit here and marvel at these shadows. We've yet to pick up anything worthwhile. Well, that's no longer true.
I see you.
Sure you do.
I see you.
Oh, there's two of them. Alright, both of you get over here. I guess I can kill one of you. But the other one is going to come block me. Yep. Alright. So how do I do this? I mean, maybe if I get you far enough down, it won't matter. Okay. What I actually want is to keep you pinned right here. I want your buddy coming up behind you. Why are you behaving like this? The other guy will not get close enough. Okay, well, let's smash him. You can have fun with that survivor's guilt. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go like that, and like that, and like, yeah, no, there's no way to do this. Why is it giving us this thing? What? Wait, now I can freeze you? Is this object different? Okay. Alright, well, you're the only one, so I should be completely free to do as I please now. For the longest time, that did nothing. What is that ahead of us?
I see you.
There's one of these things. Oh, look at that! We had the ability to close an open door with this. These act as like switches. But it still works because it's still the little guys. Okay, let's hold you in place. We got this now. I don't think we're supposed to use this on you. I don't think we're supposed to use this on you. I think we're supposed to seal you in. We can use it on you. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Okay. For a second, I thought the chess piece on the right was one of you. I've noticed that all the objects in the environment seem to cycle through the same set of textures, often including those that the mannequins themselves can hold. For one, keys. You'll open up. You'll do nothing. Ah, and for the first time, we actually require 2 switches. Well, that needs to be broken. We could break you as well, I suppose. But do we need to? No, I'm thinking we probably shouldn't. Now, can we do this from around the corner? That's another question. We can't. Not really. Oh, well, of course we can, because we can withdraw that at any time. Look at that. Endless bodies being lifted up into the sky. And the funny thing is, for as apocalyptic as this seems when we're standing here on the ground, it's actually not out of place for 90s imagery. I mean, something like this, such an image would represent excitement, you know? Like, whoa, we're surfing the web. So, let's let you out. Come this way. Alright, we need to activate you first.
I see you.
Sure you do. Let's smash that. As well as that. First, we're gonna have to seal you in here. So you have fun with that. There's nothing around the corner, just a switch, which is fine. The problem is, how are we gonna hit that other switch without you blocking us off? Well, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're trapped because the door will be open. There we go. You have fun over there. And there we go. We just had to do this last. That was the only problem with the first attempt. 4-2, hallway. And is it just me, or has the throughput of bodies increased?
I see you.
Who's back here? Start making your way towards me. Let's freeze you right there.
I see you.
Well, that's a problem.
I
Oh
see
god,
you.
there's so many of them. But one of you acts as a wedge. That's how it's gonna be. This is not meant for you guys. So, kill me, we know how this works now.
I see you.
We're gonna have to make sure that things are such that only one of you is actually blocking our path. So,
I see you.
if we get your attention,
I see you.
your attention. Okay, did both of you come out or what? Because I'm actually not sure. I can get you over here. You over here. Freeze you. Now he's stuck. Now he is stuck. Or actually, I could potentially get it so that we freeze the other buddy, but no, I'm not gonna get an angle. Well, we've screwed this up now. I could trap all three. I could, but you really need to rely on that hitbox to work.
I see you.
I could break one of them, but I don't know if I need the other charge.
I see you. I see you.
Let's find out if we do need it. Let's destroy you. Don't care about you anymore. Destroy you. And see what else there is. Okay, no, we didn't, so it was not actually as complicated as I assumed it needed to be. A familiar place. Why familiar? This almost reminds me of like a portal test chamber in its layout. Can open you.
I see you.
Sure thing.
I see you.
Sure you do. Let's pause you there. Let's look around the corners first, because a big part of this is just knowing what's here before you get started. I'm guessing there's probably going to be a switch in here. This way. We can actually keep you in check because the wall back here is open. Question, if I'm staring through the door when it opens, will you have the opportunity to move? You did. Great. Alright, so let's bring you all the way around and try that again. Keep you more centered, I guess? I can't be sure exactly which way you'll try to go. Okay, we've got you. Resist the temptation to freeze you again, or actually I can freeze you right now. Not like it really matters at this point. I just like the idea of leaving you stuck there forever. But then again, maybe that's not a terrible fate for a mannequin.
I see you.
Choose carefully. So this is the one that can freeze you. Oh no, only you can be frozen by this. I don't get that. I don't understand why... Are you different from the other guy? Or, well, I suppose you are. You're actually a slightly denser shade. You're not actually transparent. Okay, that's very hard to tell at a glance. You can change this from this side. Can you drop down? I'm not actually sure you can. This needs to be opened first, though. Well, let's find something out. Can this be destroyed? It can. We can hold that open. Okay, I know what to do then. Alright, you guys get in here. I'll seals you in. Well, I suppose it actually doesn't matter either way, because you'll... As soon as I open this... Maybe I can just be fast? Yes, we can. In fact, it's necessary. Four, 5, 3 rooms. We're approaching the end. And we're passing behind you. You won't be activated until we grab that staff. But there are a lot of doors to be opened. And not many tools to start us off with. We can walk around you. We're gonna have to also choose which we want to start with. We also can't really maneuver around you.
I see you.
So that's the difference between you. I mean, you really, really look like the other guys at first glance, but you can't be destroyed, so them unfreezable, you strong. You are on my screen. You are straight up on my screen. So what I'm thinking right now, it would be best for us to grab this thing first. Because if that guy ends up in the hallway, we're screwed. We can't do anything about him. But if we can get around you, we can destroy you. So let's go through here.
I see you.
Freeze you just right where you are. Kill you. And then we can go like that. And that keeps you away. Then the problem becomes this thing. Yeah, that becomes a real problem. Alright, we have to destroy you. Restart. You, and you. Really nothing more we can do about that. Problem is, there's a second switch, is there not? Oh wait, we can't break you. We can't break that guy because there's a problem right here. Alright, we have pools off to the side of this. Which means that if somebody were to be in here, we could get around them.
I see you. I see you.
If we grab this and move around you. We can freeze you in place. But what we really want is to bring you in. You'll be stuck in front. We can pause you there. Then we open that. Right? And grab you. Okay. Now look, we're gonna allow you to run in. Come on, guys. Right this way, right this way, right this way. Pause you here. You're still an issue, but we have a solution. We're not gonna break you. Instead, we're gonna do that. And now we can break you. Go through here. And do this. There's always that one detail, like in this case, it was that one block door that I kept passing, and that's the thing, you can't get tunnel vision. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna focus on this one part of the puzzle, and then once I figure that out, I'm gonna move on, because that's how you completely forget the other part exists. As soon as there was a place to move around, this whole thing fell into place. Four, 6, sightline. These are actually some of the first times we've been able to move behind statues. You need to be broken. Which is something I've said many times in my life. As the name implies, we've got to break these sight lines. That's the first one. We need to worry about what this guy is up to. I can lock you there. Grab this. Lock you in. This is going to let you out. And now we're screwed. Okay, so how do we stop you from doing that? Block your line of sight and see if there's anything we can see from behind you. Well, there is another statue here. One that we can't see. Ah, that one, not a door, but one that just, all it does is block your line of sight, which means we can now grab this without ever activating you in the first place. See, this is what's cool in puzzle games. It's a very simple set of mechanics, but a lot of different applications for those mechanics. Now we've got that. We can break you down. And we're through. Right. You almost got us in the end there, because I forgot that you were released.
I see you.
Certainly you do. And this thing does not work on the glowing one. It really is crazy how much more difficult it makes it when you don't have the mini-map. Okay. Look at you, the one who can't be broken or frozen. The one with a dark halo. And dark eyes to match. We can seal you in, but that probably wasn't right. Perhaps it was. Well, that gives us peace of mind at least, until the next time we see you. 5-1, backtracking. Wait, why would we need to close off the starting area? Commuters in the canyon. And the overseer continuing to watch. I've got a bit of double vision going on here. I'm not sure if you can see it.
I see you.
I see you. Okay, we need you out of the way. I see why we might want to close the start again. We can't destroy or freeze you. All we can do is contain you. Unfortunately, it looks like there's going to be some sides to this thing where there may be further problems. Like you being right there. Alright, we may have to actually corral you both.
I see you.
Sure thing. You know, something about the yellow coloration, the fact that it's actually seemingly like gaining some life, but like warmer life, rather than like the neon vaporwave of the beginning or the dark shades of the more liminal areas. I don't know, it feels like this place is reaching some kind of apocalypse, even if I have no conception of what an apocalypse would be to this. Well, this is a bad situation. Viewings here. I didn't need you playing Ring Around the Rosie. But this right here suits me just fine. I wonder if I can bisect you with a door. Probably not, but it would be funny. There may be another one. In fact, I would say there's very likely another one. No, another statue. Thank you. Got that. And we're gone. Thankfully, you haven't moved too far. Close that again. Oh god, has the other one gone to hide somewhere? That really scared me for a moment. (5-2) Makeshift prison. What even is makeshift in a place like this?
I see you.
Of course you do. Right this way. I can't stop you from moving, but I can make your commute longer. You actually seem kind of averse to going through that doorway. Of course, that does break line of sight. That's not gonna have been it. Kill you. I suppose I can do the same with you. What am I doing? I can close that off, but yeah, that's not what I need. I was wondering if there might be, like, something I could use to invert because of the corner, but yeah. No, you don't. Okay, we did just have to be fast. Like, when it's something that's like really timing based like that, it often feels like it's not what I'm supposed to do, and it prevents me from trying it. But we've got our path. Made it. 2 rooms. Well, we've got wide sight lines, but not much place to move. There must be some way to grab that scepter. In fact, it's needed. There's nothing else we can do in the meantime. Perhaps it provides us ample juking room?
I see you.
Only one, so we can't trap you in here forever. Otherwise, we could break that door. Well, there is that. Okay, I see what we're doing. It would have been helpful to do this earlier, but I see what we're doing. Come on, guys. Right this way. I would appreciate it if you guys would be less annoying. Come on. Right this way, folks. Come on. There we are. Unfortunately, I can't do what I would really like to do, so this doesn't really matter. I guess it does for a while. So long as there's not Morias. Well, I guess there's nothing stopping us from doing the same to you, right? It really is just another classic juke game. Problem is, when there's 3 of you, things get a bit more complicated. I mean, not more complicated, it's decidedly simple. The important thing is making sure that you're all in the same direction. Now you're in here. And next you'll be in here. It's just about kiting. I could actually use this guy to seal them in, so I could have done it even earlier. There's a more efficient way to do this. This is just more fun. This is the level that should have been called Makeshift Prison. And I don't believe I'll have to change anything anymore. Unless there's a nasty surprise down this way, there is not. I'm telling you, getting one of you guys out of the equation is always incredibly satisfying, and that's the important thing about a puzzle game. It should be the kind of thing where once you figure it out, you feel like, oh man, we finally overcame that challenge, and not, oh my god, it was that. And this feels really cool and satisfying to solve way more often than it doesn't. It's 5-4, the wrong turn. Gotta make a choice here.
I see you.
Good stuff. But you won't actually come for me. I could drop back down here. Wait, we're okay. Now we go here. Just freeze you in place. And then if we just do a little swing around, then we can close you in. That doesn't really last for any time at all. Maybe we should have just blocked your line of sight entirely.
I see you.
Since we did not have to cross you like that. Yep. Alright, restart. Follow me. Up the stairs, buddy. I'm not sure if we have any need for the other guy. I'm not sure if we... Come on! You're too fast. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you're supposed to be a surprise mousecatool that can help us later. Doors pin guys in,
I see you.
but so do other guys if we get them in the right circumstance. I bring you over here. Before, I couldn't trap the bright guy because he was too fast. But maybe if there's another guy jammed up behind him, maybe I can make something happen? So I was able to trap him before. Nope, it just didn't work that time. I can still trap you there, but then the problem is there's going to be something else further down, isn't there? Oh, yes there is. This can be used as a juking point. to staff, though.
I see you.
I could break this. You guys are trapped forever now. This is a convenient juking point. I'm gonna need this for something else, aren't I?
I see you.
You can be stopped, actually. Yeah, which leads me to believe that I can use this for something else. Because you're an indestructible. You wait here for me, please. Now we can get past you. Where I would say, oh, never mind. We don't even need to hit anything else. That was... It always ends up being easier than I think. The right side. Wait, do you mean like the correct side or the right side? We're making a right turn. That opens you. This is our goal. This is the other side. What we need is to retrieve a scepter. But we don't want you to see us. Well, you'd have to now, and you won't be able to...
I see you.
Well, actually, no, you will be able to come after us right away. So what am I talking about? Alright, well, first run is always for learning the map. And here's the scepter. So how do we... Alright, so these things are indestructible. We can't block your line of sight. So long as we keep that door open, we could trap you back here. Let's do that. Let's bring you back here. Closed. Closed. But we're gonna have to let you out at some point. Which way? Open up, bring you out. Trapping outside is much more difficult. There we go. Break that. There we go. The final transition. And come on, man, this counts as a level. You're facing away from us, provided we walk down the middle. Oh, you've introduced bear traps. You've gotten tired of my juking shenanigans, and now you've decided to just straight up block me. We can get either of your attentions. And in fact, perhaps we need you to cross over these tiles. Well, let's just see what happens if we step into this. Nothing happens to us. Here's our room to experiment, then.
I see you.
Sure you do. Right this way? Phased out of reality, and it also acts as a lock. Well, I'll be honest, that's actually potentially a little easier for us than the other things.
I see you.
6-1, get in line. I feel like we're being spawn camped now. There are extensive waterways here. we need is to lead you to us. But wouldn't we have to get behind this stuff somehow? Nope. It doesn't work on you. Well.
I see you.
Okay, I needed you to not see me. But there is a thing to freeze over here with these dark red graphics bringing us closer to this apocalypse. It becomes much tougher to tell. We need to open that, but we'll do that next. You can come for me. Right this way. That little scared pose you do. Next we need somebody over here, but we need to make sure that the other guy is first in line. So right now, this guy's trapped. We don't want you coming out first. So how are we doing it? What we could do is keep you pinned with our own sight. If we stand right here and open that up, he'll come this way. You can be sealed in. And away we go. All right, go ahead and take that elevator out of here. To see you guys scared is something else. There's one more. Oh, I see. They're indicated by the panel here. There's actually a slight difference in the seal. So each one demands a specific sacrifice. This whole world upheld by chains. Imagine if this thing did actually have an interaction with the eye in the sky. Those little passenger arrivals are swirling around you. Away you go. Not just a key, but a way to eliminate the opposition. Let's go. Until it's needed. That's kind of been the name of the game this entire time. I mean, there are often ways to make things easier for yourself, but you have to have the restraint not to do it right away. Wow, look at this. There's like a shimmer effect, almost like a static wave over the textures. And keep in mind the framing device. We've been on an old school computer this entire time. I've got to wonder just what we want with this, what our role as professor actually is. I'll let you see us. Well, so you were facing a different way.
I see you.
Sure thing. You stay there. At least until you're needed. Maybe you're the thing I have to keep in my pocket. There's a guy right there. You're facing that way. But look, actually, I do know how I can use him. Hey, bud. Right this way.
I see you.
That was very close. And you're stuck now. Congratulations. Now, we have the ability to destroy what we need, and that'll be the thing around the corner. Oh, but there's still more. Where's our next problem gonna come from? Oh, I see. We need Bright Guy again. Oh, look. What we need then is to release the both of you. We can drop this guy off elsewhere. We don't actually need you. I mean, we can get you to go around. Actually, no, this is a problem. This is a whole problem and a half. Alright, I'm gonna release these guys. And unfortunately, you're here first, which is a problem. But if I bring you far enough in... Let's go like this. You'll both come the same way. Now, if I stop you there, the other guy has to go the other way around. In you go. Good stuff. Here, do you want to helplessly chase after me? 6-3, locked away. These levels are getting much, much more complex. Such a big part of it is just figuring out where we're needed and when. We can blow use of the scepter on closing that door, although it does not seem like that's what we want. Of course you do. And now we're screwed. There's a loop around here, so what we can maybe do is come get your attention. You're gonna come this way. Bring you over here. Stop you there. Now we can grab this, but you're both activated. So as soon as I have to freeze something else, you'll be on my tail. Like that. This allows us to come up and around here. Alright, but then where did this go? Ah. So here's the problem now, is that the door beyond these guys requires a regular statue. And the difficult thing is going to be getting this guy first in line. Okay, actually, by using this, we've done it. Now we just need you to come back here. I really hope there's something useful for us on the other side of this door, because otherwise we're in some trouble. Bye. And now, what about you? No, we need to eliminate you somehow. We need some way to eliminate you. What about this? Before I go down the stairs, what if I bring you guys this way? Going around this loop is what shuffles you. So right there. Bring you around. This all depends on me being able to freeze this guy over your shoulder, because sometimes I can't get an angle. Oh, come on, don't do this. Come on, there we go. You're now trapped here. Well, unless you do that. Okay. Now we drop down. You're already outside, so that's good. Alright. Break that. Make sure it doesn't get you. And now we should have the keys to the city. Right this way, sir? Come on, look. I got a nice, juicy back of my neck right here, waiting for you to... I don't know, do whatever you do. Snap, I guess. It's always neck snapping with Weeping Angel type enemies. Got you. And we're free to go. Sorry, bud, I couldn't let you out even if I wanted now. I'm all out of charges. Sealed away forever. 6-4, gallery. And it's at this point I should probably pose a question I can't believe I haven't already. Why always an 8? What's the significance of the door? Also, forced perspective was quite a thing there for a second, because from down here I thought you were standing on a pedestal in the middle of the room. I thought you were a full-size thing, and I was wondering why you hadn't spotted me yet. Okay, that's got to be open in order for us to lead a regular statue in. That whole area is just extra.
I see you.
Howdy. So you're an issue. It's actually kind of good that you're on me now. I'm dead. But what I would need is to use you to pin you. So clearly this is meant to be somewhere where we can trap you. Alrighty then. Problem is, once we do this, we're gonna let you go. So how are we doing this? You'll be first, no matter
I
what.
see you.
Close you in there, send you to the Phantom Zone. What we need now, though... what we need now is to get that scepter. And I can't stop this guy without letting you out. Alright, I think what I need is, once again, a game of juking. I need to bring you back here. We'll store you in jail for now, but then we're gonna have to come and open the cell doors in order to let the other guy in. Because what I need right now more than anything is that scepter. Can't do anything without it.
I see you.
Sure you do. Get this way. Well, I've got the chance, come on! Alright, we gotta make that transfer. Yeah. The problem is always when I have to move two guys at once. And in two different directions. You're stuck. Now I can get the scepter and have a little bit more room to look around. Thank you. Now what we need to do is we need to let out the regular statue and only the regular statue, which should be no problem. Unless you stand directly behind each other like that. Did it work? It did. Yes. Okay. You just wait here for me for a second. Let's open that. You open this door for me, please. Thank you. This game is so cool sometimes. And that's us out. (6-5) palette cleanser. You know, looking at this mini-map, it kind of makes me wonder if maybe I shouldn't have been paying attention to the overall structure of them this entire time. Maybe they form pictures for us. This, to me, almost looks like, I don't know, the digestive tract of some kind of organism? The respiratory system? This whole section, the music is so oddly hopeless. It's almost like what dreadful nightmares sound like.
I see you.
Everyone sees me all the time. I'm very popular around here. Maybe they think I'm a king, and that's why I carry a scepter.
I see you.
Oh, hey. So, I know where things are now, so that's a plus. Oh, look at that. I also can't interact with you if I'm too close. So at least it's universal.
I see you.
Need to grab this first. Problem then is there's somebody else over here.
I see you.
One of you can be broken. One of you can't. So let's break you. Let's open this. And let's open this. Now we can... Oh no, that only does that. We'd have a much easier time if we did this the other way. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. We got this. I saw another way to potentially do this, but I figure it doesn't matter now. Off we go. I do believe we've reached the end. On the one hand, I'm thinking that, well, this is the conclusion. This is when we find out what it's all been about, but does it really need to have been about anything? I mean, the journey was worthwhile, wasn't it? We got to hang out in some 90s, what I suppose to an extent we may now call vaporwave? I don't know what the kids are talking about.
I see you. I see you.
Seven 1. It's time you learn. Wait, there's more? There's so much more. Okay, I was under the impression we were reaching the end. That's a shocking twist.
I see you.
Every time I try to move, it does this. And I'm not moving at all beyond that point. So we need to block line of sight, is that it? You're a new type of enemy, although you make the same sounds, you seem more like a demon. Look at that. You almost seem to creep rather than run towards me. Not that I can tell, because anytime I look at you directly, I can't see myself. Nor can I move. So what do you want? How can I even do this? I need you to come around to this side. But I can't maneuver you. I cannot mess with you at all. 'Cause I can't move while I'm blind. I'm just kind of looking at the ground and shimmying my view. Oh my god. This way. Thank you. You can still affect me from over there. 7-2, you can't know it all.
I see you.
Okay, we're still doing regular stuff too. How do we get through here? Answer not easily. If you had the ability to juke, it usually means you're supposed to. Go that way. Get you here. Okay, get a little bit closer, friend. There we go. Now, what's ahead of us? According to the map, things are gonna open up. You've got to open up. Let's close that so you don't reach us. I have the ability to break that. Oh, come on. Go through here. Close that. There we go. It's kind of weird how it counts as you being seen, but it does indicate it. Seven 3, you can't see it all. The bottom of the screen is just doing whatever it wants right now. There's you. I like how you guys have like a variety of poses that you can stop in. I think that's really interesting, and it kind of adds to the feeling that the whole point of you is that you're something for display, something to be seen. Which, you know, is a bit of an irony here.
I see you.
So, how are we doing this? Block your sight, and that allows us to come get this. We spent the entire game learning how to restrict your mobility, and now we have something that knows how to restrict ours. So this time we've stopped you there. We can close you off. Go ahead and grab the scepter. You won't come after me because we're on the other side of the water. Stop you again. And then take that out. These puzzles are a bit easier in the end, but they're also a lot more terrifying. A lot more terrifying. I mean, those ones with the glowing face paint, the dark ones, they're like almost a demonic presence. Seven 4. You'll just be grasping at straws. Well, nobody sees me yet, right?
I see you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're impossible to deal with. That looks like a classic juking room, which we can use if we want to seal somebody away forever. The question is, who?
I see you.
Oh, okay, cool. Great. Well, we don't have to commit right away. We do not have to commit right away. And I imagine if we were supposed to seal one of the demons in here, then we would probably do it, or there would probably be a taller block in the middle. In you go. That is switch number 1. Now, I can destroy something. Remains to be seen what, exactly. I can destroy that. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Effectively, I can only move when you're moving. Which makes this nigh impossible. Let's try bringing you this way, because it's very clear we need you out of the picture. Maybe this can help a little bit. It sort of does, oddly enough, even though it doesn't actually... Close that, thank you. God. It's just an annoying enemy to deal with. Like, even if you have a solution, it really is. It's one of those mechanics that I've started to liken to, you know, when you're walking and your headphones get pulled out, like they get caught on something, and in that moment it's like, okay, if I had a gun, I would just be spraying wildly right now. That's what it feels like when that thing stops you. All right, there you are. Come this way. You're gonna get in here. You're much easier to juke around in this space. And let's break you. Now. We can make our way towards the exit. No, oh no, because there's the other thing right here. No matter. It's reflections. For a second, I thought you were standing over like a pit. $7.5. They don't need you. Well, I don't really feel like I need them much right now. Are there gonna be 3 of these? Yeah, great stuff. Actually, let's restart that because I can prevent you from seeing me in the first place. Problem, there's gonna be a guy. Nope, there's a thing here. But as long as you don't see us in the first place, it doesn't actually matter. Problem, you're going to see us now. Let's block that to get past you. Let's go. Oh, hi. Now, how about you just pause for me right there? We'll see who's hiding down here. There's an opening here that leads to that switch. And this is a juking room. I think I know what we're doing. We've got a staff with 1 charge. You, come after me. Right this way. Come on. I need you in here so that I can go like this, and we need you stopped in front of this opening. I could stop you in front of it, but you're gonna move. So maybe if you're gonna have to go in front of it anyway, it's probably best just to wait for you. Make you stop for me. We're gonna break this so that that demon will never be even a factor. You wait there. Please and thank you. So now what? Okay, here's how we do this. We keep you in our sight, but we back up and do that from here. Now you're stuck. Now you're both stuck. We're not stuck. We're not stuck because we're smarter than a bunch of stupid mannequins. I wonder if mannequin is like a pejorative term for a statue. 7.6. Trust me and let go. I'm not trusting anyone right now. Only one is needed.
I see you.
Hi. Come on, you. Can we use you to block your line of sight? I wonder. There's a scepter. Alright, let me grab you. Let me get your attention. Little though I want to. Oh my god. Close that. I don't know if there's anywhere else for you to go. Beyond that path, I'm not sure if you can reach me directly. Problem, you're gonna come out as soon as I use this for something else. I could come. Wait, what? You can. Oh, you're over there. Oh, wait, no, you have a path here! Well, this screws things up big time. And you're moving again. This. We've got to keep moving. That's the key with you. In fact, let's just break that right there. Now, as for the next buddy.
I see you.
Shouldn't have used it there. Okay, if I get your attention here, you'll start coming this way. And I need you coming this way. Oh my god. Go like that. I should be able to grab that on the way out. He'll chase me down this way. And that's fine. It really is just a snatch and grab, which I was not expecting from this. And look at that. No wonder your face is so glowy. It's because that way we can monitor you through here. Let's keep running this way. He's gonna make it. There we go. You're closed off now. Now, as for you...
I see you.
Die. Well, at least this gives me the opportunity to look around some more. Now I got this, but you're out again. Who let this guy out? Well, the answer is we're gonna get around you by running again. You get nearer to us. Now, you've got a long way to go. You've got a long way to go. And we can exercise this place. Here we are once more. At a certain point, I've stopped commentating, really, and now I've just started curiously waiting to see what it's going to show us. Crazy how something so dangerous can be defanged so easily. But that also means that can change in an instant. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Wow, this game has a chase now. Alright, keep going, keep going, keep going. The thing that I've noted with these guys is that sometimes an exorcism comes from the most unexpected places. After everything they just put us through with them, that was actually really satisfying. Especially since it's like the one, I'm not going to call it a puzzle, but the one thing we solve without actually knowing we're doing it. Hypostatic symbiosis. Welcome back home. With the back in parentheses. It's still got those simple graphics, but it's like an actual home. They weren't lying in the beginning when they said it's your face. And it's one of those games that just abruptly closes. So that was ZENOMATRIX, and that was really, really good. That was so cool. Not only did it have simultaneously a nostalgic but also creepy vibe, but it was a genuinely satisfying, brain-teasing puzzle game. It's got a really unique set of mechanics, and, well, I suppose the idea of sliding pieces around a box and preventing them from blocking each other so you can reach the exit has been done before. I've never seen it done in first person like this, and definitely not with this horror twist. And let's talk about the horror twist, because these enemies are unsettling on their own, yes. They're definitely a great twist on the Weeping Angels type of enemy. But more importantly, this game is so full of, like, existential dread, in a way that is very hard for me to articulate in the moment. This game almost has the structure of a bad dream, doesn't it? Because it starts out fairly normal. Here we are at our desktop in presumably a first-person view, and so the framing that remains with us for the entire game is that we're sitting at our computer. But as we spend hours on this, and I do think it helped that I played this in one sitting, things just became so engrossing that I almost forgot about this at times. And so when we reached that ending, when it came full circle, I expected it to have these moments where things went off the rails and became all scary and speaking directly to us. But when we reached that point where it called back to the beginning, when we remembered the phrase, "This is your face," and saw that golden statue sitting at our chair, that was scary in a really unspecific way that reminds me a lot of the ending of a dream. The kind of thing that seems so profound and terrifying, and it makes you wake up sweating, but you just could never explain why it was so awful to anyone else. But let's talk about the mechanics a little bit more. Now, a good puzzle game, I think, has some very basic, very simple mechanics that can be remixed in any number of ways. And with this, there's only a handful of mechanics, and it never felt like I was doing the same thing over and over. Every level really did feel like a new challenge. I was never bored with it. Which makes me think about down here. Is that what I think it is? It couldn't possibly be. No way. No way. This game has its own built-in level editor. I wonder if there's a way to, like, share them. If there's, like, is there workshop support? There's not, but presumably you could send the files directly. I mean, they're probably small enough that you could just, like, post them in, like, a Discord or something, right? Photo mode. There's a photo. This is how you know a developer cares, right? Because, look, not only is it a horror puzzle game, it truly is a puzzle game that is fun to play. And so, how better to extend the life of something like this than with a level editor? In fact, I know this was a passion project, and let me tell you why. See, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but it gives me an excuse to talk about it now. Thank you so much to the developer for providing me with a key for this game, and I'm going to read you the message for how this came up because I feel like it is relevant. So I have it right here. Hi Chris, I'd like to send you a key of my game. How do I do that? I spent almost 2 years on it, and most of it was developed with your videos playing in the background, so that creepy and comfy vibe really seeped into it. Well, don't give me too much credit because I wouldn't have thought of this. And that's why this is so satisfying and so gratifying for me to be able to make this video. Because when I started this channel, I wanted to do it where I would be covering more obscure horror games, those random finds on Steam and itch.io. And as time has gone on, I've had to do things pretty much following the algorithm. But every once in a while, I love to do something like this, because I've always wanted to use this platform to boost those little projects that really deserve it, and this really deserves your attention and time. If you like puzzle games, if you like creepy horror like this, I can't recommend this enough. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. I'm the Eye now.